Hi guys, Luton here, back for some more Battlefield 4 Hangar 21 final stand, and we're on Capture the Flag. Now, my voice might sound a little bit off today. That's because I've just back this evening from the NVIDIA Game 24 event in London. Got to see Westy there, got to see Mashed 8 and a load of other great people, meet some of the guys from NVIDIA, got to see a load of games being played out, and of course the brand new 980s as well, which was really cool. Got to meet the guy who actually won the 980 there this evening as well, and he was no doubt pretty pleased about that. They got picked out randomly. I had to do this little event where they had to hold a PC case out, you know, support the weight of it with their arm, and the guy who could do it the longest won the 980. So pretty hard actually if you think about holding a case, like, you know, your arm straight out in front of you like that. It's a bit of a weight to carry for any length of time. So yeah, you know, kudos for that. So anyway, also today, a big thing that you need to go check out, alright? Me and Minx continuing our series of podcasts, okay? So go over to Minx's channel. I've posted the link below. Go check it out. Go see the video, listen to it. We're talking about glitching and glitch culture, so stuff like Goat Simulator, but also talking about what glitches are in games and kind of what they mean to us as gamers, because, you know, you can get into that. There's a little bit more to it than you might think, so go check that out today. Also, I have posted it on SoundCloud. You can go listen to it, download it. I posted the link below as well. Now, I actually meant to be posting some Rush gameplay. There's a good Rush we had on Golmud the other day, me and the squad, and I wanted to talk a bit about it because you guys know I'm a big Rush fan, and you know, I haven't posted so much Rush. That's mainly because things don't go as well as they used to. Look at this. This is what happens. People are doing this quite quickly. They were using these as like blocks. I don't know whether this was entirely intentional, down to Muggins here to clear it out, but yeah, I don't know if it was entirely intentional for them to put it there, but it works pretty good about denying them a route. You can imagine if you blocked up one door, it means you've only got to, you know, focus on the other door right there, but yeah, nonetheless. Now, I'm a big Capture the Flag fan, alright, and it's mainly down to, I've said millions of times, World of Warcraft. I used to play CTF, World of Warcraft, Warsong Gulch. That's what my guys did for, I don't know, 80% of the games that we played. And we used to wreck with it. We really did. Sit off that bike, my friend, and you. Get down. What do you think you're doing with our flag? Yeah, that's what we used to play all the time. Now, I've got to tell you, I don't play... That's my new phrase this week. I've stopped saying interesting, and I've started saying I've got to tell you. But anyway, I have got to tell you that I don't play so much CTF on Battlefield. And, you know, let's not beat around the bush. It's mainly, damn you, unbeatable shooting stairs. Can't shoot through you. This is going to be a really rambly one, you know, by the way, because this is like my kind of, I've got back from stuff, so I'm a bit like, wah. Anyway. I'll try and get back on point. I'll try and keep it on topic for you. Yeah, I don't play so much CTF in public games because public games, you know, and it just is agony, usually. However, I actually quite liked it on this map because it's quite linear, but there's enough space to move and flank, as well as the verticality. However, the verticality is not as bad as on, you know, other maps. The main reason being that the verticality on this map kind of doesn't enable you to really fire down, only at kind of either end, so near the bases, which in and of itself is not a great thing, but in the you know, overall scheme of things, it's handleable. You can control it. Handleable? That's not a good English word. It's controllable. You can deal. Dude, what the hell? Oh my god, LB7. LB7 is one of the guys that plays with us quite often, and so yeah, I know his tricks and tactics. Right, so getting back in on the game. So we're pushing up through the central section right here, and because there's only seems to be like, I don't know, a few people defending it, we were trying for this kind of full-on attack, and our team have been not doing too bad overall. This game, you know, this game in this map works out, I think, very well. You have, like I say, multiple flanking opportunities above and below. There's plenty of cover, even though you're kind of wide open to the ground. Just changing my kit back here a little bit because, and look, I'm choosing smoke because this is kind of, whilst there's cover out in the open here, you really need that sort of smoke distraction. And I'm such a big advocate of smoke, I really am. It's just, smoke is one of the things that I love in Battlefield, and damn it, I'm going to message the DICE guys, because now I'm talking about it right now. I hadn't even thought about it right now, but I want to see smoke have a better effect than it does right now. I want it to be a bit wider. I want it to be last a little bit longer. I want it to have more use, more impact, so that you can actually play the objective with it, because it's been better in other games, and it doesn't work that great in Battlefield 4, and I wish smoke really did. It should be kind of thick. You shouldn't be able to see through it too much. I think it should take a moment to sort of begin. It's so kind of like it does, you know, you throw it and then starts off and it comes in. But you'll see this when I use it. But I think it could do with a little tweak actually, and so I'm going to maybe sort of request that, I think, actually, because I'm so passionate about the smoke. I think the grenade smoke is actually not too bad, but it tends to be the M320 smoke, which is the one that I would preferably want to use. I mean, when I used to use it in Bad Company and Battlefield 3, it really worked really well, and it was a big tool for me in my kit. I always used to be like, we can't get the objective, let's push guys, let's grab the smoke, let's push, and it often would help us fully complete the objectives. But now it just doesn't happen so much, you know, and I even find that I don't use it very much because it just is not as set up as it used to be. Anyway, nonetheless, right, res, let's go. So we're actually just running straight down the middle right here, and again, I'm not entirely sure. See, I'm being kind of proactive, push, front line here, front line. You know, the guys are coming up behind me, trying to keep it. But you've got to put this pressure on in CTF, you know, you can't sit back. There's many different tactics that you can run in CTF. Notice I'm not going straight for the flag again, because obviously you want to secure the area before you go for the grab. Sometimes if you're in, and I kind of feel like, meh, okay, a few guys around here, drop some smoke out. You've got to gauge when is the right time to go for it. Don't just go immediately for it. I knew I was going to get shot in the back. I was calling out for help right here. But again, if you can just get the flag off, that's often enough to initiate a kind of like, you know, baton passing motion down through this section, you know. You can do a bit of a relay. You can pick it up and die, the next guy grabs and dies, you just move it away, and eventually you can kind of push it forward. It's kind of like rugby, you know, you can kind of push it back, or, you know, you sort of keep moving forward, gain that ground, and then when you've got the opportunity, you can make a break, and then you can, you know, get through and score. That's how it often goes. Look at this guy sitting right up in the corner. I got to tell you something else right as well that I was not too pleased about. Now bear in mind that obviously we're in the kind of still development stage of this final stand, and not everything is complete, some things to tweak, but I mean, you've probably seen it, loads of people. Oh man, that guy looks like he's getting fried, but I don't think he is. I think he's surviving. There were some people getting right up on the barriers. You've probably heard about this or seen this, and I gotta say, my squad, actually, I stopped playing after like whatever many games that evening, but the squad reported back to me later on that there was some YouTubers who I won't name, and part of their squad were all participating in basically exploiting this map to kind of like just, you know, rack kills and fuck around. Don't approve of that whatsoever. I think that's BS, and I'm sure they had a great fun time, but I don't really approve of that kind of behaviour, so I think that's kind of crap. But whatever, I mean, it's not like this thing is finished and live, you know, so maybe people just have a little bit of fun with it, but I still don't think it's in good spirit, because, you know, that's how I like to play. But anyway, there we go. Right, so we're kind of securing this area. Look, the flag's down. I'm not too concerned. Let's put some smoke. There are enemies in this area, but I wanted to get this flag, get it moving. And I'm trying to use cover. I'm trying to kind of peripherally think about where they may be, you know, line of sighting me from behind, and that's really important when you're running with the flag. Again, it's not always going to be possible, but you want to try and keep that in mind. You want to be thinking like, okay, so as I'm running forward from my left and, you know, rear side, what are they going to be able to see of me? Try and put yourself between cover. Try and make it more difficult for them to get a shot onto you. It's not always going to work. Sometimes you're going to get shot to pieces, but you need to try and think of it. You need to try and work out how it's going to go. On the other hand, you know, call for backup. Call for your guys to sort of, you know, say, guys, cover me, I've got the flag, I'm moving, cover me. And that's what they were doing, you know, as I was running away, they were laying down fire, covering, you know, throw grenades out there, just make it very difficult for them to get down in on it. I was just staying around this area here after I capped, because often when you cap, if you've managed to pick up and bring back, it's often the most dangerous time that your flag is likely to be picked up. Because think of it like this, and I say this is what it used to be like with World of Warcraft. If you have just scored a cap and you picked up from their base, not too, you know, with not too much difficulty, why was that? Probably because maybe they didn't have all their guys there, and if they weren't all there, where were they? They're probably likely near your base. So you want to kind of, as soon as you cap or as soon as you get near to base, just wait, just give it a moment or two, make sure that area is secure, try and figure out where people are coming from and where they're going to, you know, try and lock it down, give information back to your team, and then, so, I mean, look at this right here, we can see these guys pushing through. I'm obviously communicating that to my team, and I was saying, guys, one guy on me, two guy on me, right on my body right here, he's taking cover, but you relay it back to the team. I'm trying to take him out, but he's got some good cover going on right here. So anyway, that was this game of CTF. Let me know what you think about this game mode and perhaps these maps as well. My god, I sucked my... Oh, the horror. Did I just die randomly at the end there as well? What the hell, man? Oh, look at this for an ending. What an ending for this map, eh? What an ending. Hilariously, when I was looking for footage for this gameplay as well, weirdly, the round after this, I finished top again, the same KD and the same score by only 500 difference. And I was looking through the two and I was like, is this the same gameplay? What's happened here? It totally confused me. Anyway, okay, so don't forget, go check out the podcast today with Minx and myself. Links are below, I say yet again. Check it out on Twitter as well. I got a lot of stuff coming up, but I'm having a hell of a busy week, okay? So there's a lot going on with me this week, as well as EGX and everything else. So there is going to be content coming. I've got more Alien stuff coming. I've got more of Battlefield coming. I've got a few things I want to talk about with Battlefield. There's CTE, there's the Rush games. There's loads of stuff that I want to talk about. So it's all going to be happening. But anyway, thank you for watching. Rate the video as always. Put comments below. I'll see you next time, guys, for some more Battlefield 4.